AA, my loves. Well, welcome to our AA meeting where we are not necessarily seeking restoration or recovery from addictions, but what we are doing is we are anchoring and ascending. So let's start today's time together by taking a deep breath. We're going to inhale real slow and real deep. Hold it. And now we're going to exhale slowly. Exhale, let it out. Doesn't that feel good? This is a safe space. It's a space where we just let God be God and we arise and we shine because we know that our light has already come and the glory of the Lord is risen upon us. I'm Lady Kimberly Michelle, and this is Soul Health Matters. Today's episode is titled Anchor in the Aisles. Today I had an anchoring moment in the grocery store, not in prayer, not on my knees, not in a quiet room with candles lit all around me, but in an aisle at the grocery store with a calculator in my hand, I might add. Allow me to share the contrast. See, I remember a time when I was the kind of woman who stocked her pantry well beyond what she needed. You can clearly say I was not a minimalist, right? But during the pandemic, I made sure I never ran out. I kept extra cases of water, extra packs of toilet paper, bottles of laundry detergent lined up like security guards, first aid supplies, and backups for the backups. Having more just always felt like peace to me. But today, things are very different. Now, I'm not broke, okay? Because I'll never believe or ascribe to the state of mind that says I have nothing. But in the present reality, there are some vulnerabilities. Today, I count every penny. I calculate every dime in the grocery store aisles. I pick things up, and sometimes, quite honest, I have to put them back. And if I'm even more honest, there are moments that I feel ashamed. I look around to see if anyone's watching while I'm putting toilet paper back on the bread aisle. Even at the register, I'm still doing my math, pulling items out of the cart and deciding what can stay versus what has to go. Today, it was simply a second case of water, only $4. But when I remembered I needed dishwashing pods, I knew something had to be put back. I had already asked the cashier to remove the bubble bath because survival becomes before soft bubbles right now. But instead of stockpiling, I settled for one of each. Not abundance, but provision. Standing there, I remembered who I used to be walking out of grocery stores. 2 and 3 cases of water, bulk toilet paper, 4 or 5 or 6 bottles of detergent, and today I was grateful to manage one. Now that moment could have sent me spiraling into grief, into depression, or into shame. But God interrupted that moment in the grocery store today. As I walked out, I heard his voice, clear, gentle, and certain. It said, "It won't always be like this, Kimberly." And then this reminder rose up in me. God is not just the God who restores things. He restores years. He restores what was eaten, what was taken, and what was lost slowly and painfully. See, in Joel chapter 2, verse 25, it says, "I will restore to you the years that the locust has eaten." So that's not just finances, not just material stability, but relationships. Even the places where things have grown cold or distant or strained with our children. Today, I didn't leave the store with excess, but I left anchored. I left anchored in the truth that this season is not my sentence. God is a restorer, and in this aisle, this register, this moment, it was not humiliation. It was preparation. So let's drop our anchor right here for a moment. Before you go, I want to ask you a question. Where is your grocery store aisle right now? The place where you're doing quiet math, making hard choices, and wondering if anyone sees how much strength it takes for you to just stand there. I encourage you to take that place to God. Invite Him into it, not with shame, but with trust. If this episode met you in a tender place, maybe in a season where you're counting every single dollar or letting go of the version of yourself who used to have more, I want to invite you to pause with me right now. And remember, you don't need to fix anything. You don't need to explain anything to anyone, anywhere. Just anchor. Just anchor. Here's your anchoring quote for today. I want you to whisper this gently out loud. God, I trust you to restore what I cannot replace. If this message gave language to something you've been carrying quietly, if you're in a quiet rebuilding season and you don't want to walk it alone, I've created the Restored Soul Devotional as a gentle companion. Because it's not about rushing the healing or forcing truth. It's not about forcing faith. It's a place to sit with God, one honest day at a time. So when you're ready, head over to my website at KimberlyMichelleFord.com and click on Publications from the menu, and you'll find it right there. No pressure, no urgency, because you are not behind. You are not forgotten, and this season is not the end of your story. Now, I invite you to stay connected because this place is a safe space for anchoring souls, not the perfect ones, but the ones who know that they need just a little bit of help to stay anchored in God's promises. You can follow my podcast and share this episode with someone who's navigating a quiet rebuilding season. And when you're ready, join me inside the Restored community, a place where we don't rush restoration, we just let it rise. So breathe, choose, and anchor, then keep moving forward.